Hello, my name is Bill, and today I will be giving a tutorial of the 7th question of the Caribou Coding Contest Junior Contest. It is called Class Time. Statement. It is all too common for people to stare at the clock and wait for classes to end. But how long does it actually take? Given that time it is you're looking at the clock and the time when class ends, calculate exactly how long it will be until you can leave. High school is a magical place, so it may be the case that you'll have to wait a few hours. Who knows? Input. On the first line will be the current time. On the second line will be the time when class ends. Both times will be distinct and represent as hour, minute. On the 24-hour clock, I'll put the amount of time waited in minutes as an integer. So we're going to use PyCharm. And we're going to create a new Python file. We're gonna name it Junior 7 because that's the 7th. We're going to start with inputs. A equals input. And B equals input. And then S equals a point split. Well, and in split we put the marks here, and T equals B point split. It's the same thing. And the reason I do this right now is because split just splits the one that's attached to it. And so if A is right now 12:30, then S, and then what will happen is S will become, like, S0 would become 12, and then after it sees the mark, it will stop here and then create a new one. S1 equals 30, because after the mark it's just 30, and then that's what would happen. And now we're going to use conditionals. If int S0 is smaller than int T0. Or, so this just means that if S is smaller than T in the hours place, then we can say that we just minus T from S to see the difference in hours. But there's another case where we do this. Int S0 equals int T0. And at the same time, in a minute, int S0 is smaller or equals to int T0. So that means the S in a minute is at least smaller than the T in the minute, because then that means it's going to be positive. So then we do difference equals in brackets int T0 first, and then minus int S0 times 60, because it's in minutes, and because 1 hour 60 minutes, we times 60. And then if that's not the case, that means either T is smaller than S, that means you have to go all the way around. But if you just subtract normally, you'll be in the negatives. What we're going to do is difference equals int, and then all in the brackets, T0 minus int S0 plus 24, because if it's in the negative, but it's supposed to just go around again, then it's just the negatives plus 24. and then we do times 60 because it's still in the hours. And then after that, it's just easy. Difference plus equals. It just means difference equals difference plus whatever T1, which just means the second number's minute minus S1, which is just a negative. And if it's in the negatives, then it'll just subtract, and if it's in the positives, it's just going to add. So we don't have to worry about that. And then we print difference. Now we're going to use test cases. And so 14, we're going to do a 14, 25, and 16, 18. And as you can see here, the second number is bigger, so it goes into here. And what's going to happen is we subtract 14 from 16, we get 2. And then we subtract 18 from 25, that's a negative 7. That means we subtract 7 from the 2 hours, and 2 hours is 120 minutes. So the answer should be 113 seconds. And I made a mistake here. You have to put int because there's still string, and int. Here we can try that again, and 25 with 16 and 18. And as you can see, it's 113. The second case we're going to do today is 210 and 225. So this is here, they're equal, which falls in this criteria. And it's smaller, or equals to, which in this case is smaller, so it's only 15, and it doesn't plus another 24, so 15. The third case is 11, 50, and 11, 10. It has to go around again, and then go back to 10, so this number would be, so instead of it being a negative number, we added 24 hours on it, so then, oh yes, also here I made the mistake, and you're supposed to put 1 and 1 instead of 0 because we're comparing the minutes. And we can try this case again. 11, 50, and 11, 10. And it should give us a positive number because you plus 24 hours. Last of all, we're going to use one of the inputs sample test case here. So 23, 40, and 130. And we're going to run it. 23, 40, and 130. And it gives 110. Just as the expected 110. If you found this video helpful, share it with your friends. Like and subscribe. Bye.